There you go. This bitch. I'm telling.
I mean, it's cool. Your schedule looks full, but it's lying to you. Because if you are busy all day, exhausted by the end of the week, and still feel capped on growth, the problem isn't demand. It's how you designed it. I didn't double my patient numbers by adding more hours or hiring more staff or pushing my team harder. I doubled my patient numbers by redesigning how my schedule actually worked. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 scheduling changes that unlocked hidden capacity in my practice, how I reclaimed 5 to 10 minutes per appointment that were silently killing my growth, and why most practices stay stuck even when they think that they're doing everything right. If your schedule feels full but your results don't match your effort, well, this video is for you. Number 1, doctors, you've got to stop trying to get new bodies in the seats and start working on loving the patients you already have. That was the first thing I realized that when I was trying to grow my business to scale, right? I had amazing patients. They trusted me. They loved the office. They were happy with their care. But they were referring people to my office passively because I wasn't being intentional about it, right? I don't even know if I was asking people to refer people to me. So I started to do some research in my business, and once I realized that 40% of my patients were coming from referrals, I knew I needed to track it. I needed to systemize it, and I needed to make a team member responsible, not just me. So here is exactly how we did that. The first thing that I did was that I incorporated it into my front desk scripts. So I simply just added, "How did you hear about us?" and made sure that my front desk recorded it. And then I enhanced the ask. I just added, "We would love it if you share our practice with your friends and your family." Next, I made it a part of the patient's chart because let's be honest, sometimes the front forgets things. If you have a secondary system of catching it in the back, nothing will slip through the cracks. And finally, I closed it. I mean, it's my business and I know I wanted it to grow, so why wouldn't I ask? But here's the rule, guys. If they don't have a good experience, don't ask them for referrals. That would be crazy. But if they have a great experience, definitely capitalize on that moment. So the first thing you want to ask is like, "I'm so glad you had a great visit with us today. We would love it if you referred your friends and your family over to our practice." Now, here's a pro tip. If you are unique or your business is unique, don't minimize that uniqueness, right? I'm a Black woman. People wanted to support small Black business owners. So I would say that. If you serve the LGBTQ plus community, if you have some sort of cultural niche, if your practice stands for something, use that as a unifier. You'll be surprised of how far that actually goes. Number 2, I fixed the lost time, not by adding more hours, right? So most doctors here, when the schedule changes, they immediately think, "Oh my God, I need to work more." No, that is not what I'm saying. I'm saying instead, look for the leaks, right? Find 5 minutes here or 10 minutes here, because when you think about it, those minutes add up to an entire appointment of lost time every single day. So let me run this example. If you are starting patients late at the beginning of the day, that entire schedule is going to run behind, and there is no reason to ever start the day behind, right? But so many offices do. So I started pulling myself out of the room and actually watching what was going on in my practice. I'm looking at how long does it take for us to get patients back? How long does it take for rooms to turn over? What I found was so much wasted time. So we trained. I brought my team in for 1 hour every week, and we practiced on becoming faster and more efficient. And doctors, this is where leadership comes in, because you can make this super fun, right? We had fun in my office. We ran contests on who could scan faster, who could set up faster. So create some fun with your office when you're doing that. Not to rush the patients, right? Because that's not the goal. What we're hoping to do is create a smoother handoff and transitions, right? And the other thing that I did was I even studied high-performing businesses that thrive on efficiency. And no, I'm not telling you that your practice should be the same as like fast food chains. Please don't twist my words online. But what I am saying is that efficiency and quality can coexist where systems are well designed. Number 3, I leveled up the patient experience. I mean, think about it. You cannot increase patient volumes if the patients hate being there. Like, full stop, guys. The Medical Group Management Association reported that 35% of patients complain about the lack of personalization, including wait times. So if you want more patients, your experience has to be something that people want to talk about. Too many practices focus on external marketing while internal office systems are chaotic and it's killing growth. So you have to fix the dysfunction inside first. If you have better scheduling alone, that will recover up to 20% of patients lost to missed or poorly managed appointments. And y'all, that's not marketing, that's just systems. Number 4, I got radically honest about my own time. Y'all, and this one is really uncomfortable for doctors because most doctors, y'all, we got an ego and we think that we're fast. But let me be real clear. If it takes you an hour and a half to do a crown, y'all, it takes you an hour and a half to do a crown. Stop scheduling it for 1 hour. I time myself consistently for an entire week, not to judge myself, but to really understand my reality. And then one important question came to me that I really had to think about. What could I do better? That self-audit alone helped me open capacity without burning myself out. And if you don't monitor scheduling metrics, you're going to try to grow a system that you really don't understand. And number 5, I started to use my technology and adding smart automations. Yeah, so most practices are paying for software that they don't even fully use. And then they blame the system instead of truly taking out the time to learn it. So you have to slow down to speed up. All right, and better scheduling tools, reminders, call management, they alone can unlock so much capacity. And here's something that almost no doctor is checking. What is your call answer rate, right? You're paying for phones, but how often are they actually being answered? Now there's so many AI tools that can help you out with this call answering, confirmation, and follow-ups. Trust me, I'm not paid by any of them, but if the phone isn't answered, then that patient never existed in your practice. Doctors, here's the real truth. Doubling patients isn't about doing more, right? It is truly about designing a better system. And once I fix these 5 things, my patient numbers double without longer hours, without chaos, and without burning out my team. And here is the wild part. Most practices never catch this because they think that a full schedule means an optimized one. And let me tell you, it does not. If this video resonated with you, then you need to watch the next one, which is called You Cannot Delegate in Chaos. Because once your schedule is designed correctly, the next bottleneck is going to be in leadership and structure. And that's where most practices are stalling. That video breaks down why delegation fails without systems and how to fix it. And if you want to go a little bit deeper, your girl has created a free patient experience gap assessment. What it's going to do is it's going to help you identify exactly where your patient experience is leaking trust, time, and referrals before you spend another dollar on marketing. That assessment is a part of my freedom framework where I help doctors build systems that lead to growth, profitability, and real freedom without longer hours. Watch the next video, grab that assessment, and start fixing what is actually holding your practice back.